Klaar nu. Good morning, everybody. It's 7:30 Eastern Time. It's 1:30 in Amsterdam. And I'm just going through my list of possible setups that we can make, possible stocks that we can trade, rather. And if you have some tickers of your own, then put them in the chat and maybe we can look at it. So just let me know. Just looking here, this is a TRCH, torch. Very much alive this morning. Torch. Very much alive this morning, so fell down after the opening here. And just could not hold the post-market close, but then got up again here to this point here of 1150. So that would be a level for me for torchlight. 1150-ish. Let us say that this is a post-market high here of 1171. So you have a pre-market high of 1150 and a post-market high of 1171. I will promise you that I will buy a new mouse today because it's just terrible. But well, I was fond of this one because it's just so fine. And you know how it is when you got a new mouse, you have to adjust for a few days. So this is torch now, trying to get up to this 1150, but now losing some spirit, I think. So nice bump up, first down, then bump up, and now it's really having a lot of troubles to get above those levels again. So, and under that level there is this big cliff here, so I don't know. You really need some strength in torchlight because it's this low here is 962. It's now 1037. So maybe on a dip buy, this 960 really has to hold then, but it's not really a strong level here. So rather would see some more strength in this one, that it really gets above this post-market close here, and then pre-market open is at 11, post-market close is here at 1060, and then pre-market open is here at 11-ish, and then trade it up to this 1150. Then you have a nice play on a torch. Wish. Well, the title of this show is "Will Wish Have Another Big Day?" This is what you want to see, of course. But also for Wish there are some difficulties. So this is the open here, 1450. It's now here all the way at 1350. So really want to see some strength in this one before I can play this one. But if you see strength in this one, then it has to be above VWAP before I will play this one at all. And then VWAP is now around 1381, and this post market close and pre-market open is 1389. So 1389 would still be my level to go long in this one, and that has to be above VWAP at that time. So it can change, of course, during this pre-market and when markets open. So this is Pixis Tankers PXS. Nice move up, all the way down, but well, something's happening here because it's now for the first time since I don't know. Let's have a look. Since few days, tried to get above this $1 mark here. Did it yesterday, but gave it all back. And now tries again. So 125 here. Small ones are very difficult. So if you want to trade these small ones, then you really have to know what you're doing. So trade this one on price action, but anything above $1, if it gets under that dollar mark, then mostly that's a bad sign for any stock. What's happening here? This is also a penny stock, just, wow. I don't trade that, but if you will, then you may look at this one, NSPRW. Okay, this is Adel. I want to see a second day runner here because, well, you see why. This 318 is a little bit higher, I think. This is 330, and look at this. So it has to be above VWAP for this one. Just so this is getting up here and stays up here. So it falls down a little bit, but on the whole, you can say it stays, tries to keep these levels here. So up in post-market, down, and up in pre-market again, not all the way to where you would want it to be. So you are fighting a little bit against this line if you're long bias now. So this is something that you might want to see breaking before you go long in this one, but it has to be above VWAP. Don't play this in, I don't play this in pre-market. You could though. 800,000 traded in 15 minutes, so there is some volume to trade, but difficult in pre-market, these small ones, I think, I always feel. Okay, let's look at AMC, what's going on there. AMC. So this is AMC yesterday, and well, you tell me, getting up here a little bit, but pre-market open, post-market close at the same line. Down here, down to 53.83. Now trying to get up again. I don't know. I would always only trade this one on price action. So OCGN, we discussed this one this morning, and look at this. This is looking very positive for OCGN. So we determined the 7 was a level. Well, we determined that here in during post market, so 4:15-ish, got all the way up from that 7 level to the next level, which is 763. So OCGN looks very strong today on it's in pre-market now. This is a strong move up, tries to break 763 now, which was our level. So what I really want to see is could almost trade this one now, but not. Also be careful, because if volume is this low, then you just might be in trouble. But 7 is now definitely not a level anymore for me. You don't want to see this one all the way back to 7. So I'm going to take this away. Well, maybe do something like this. So it's now approaching that 763 level here, and I will go right through that, I think. So your next level will be here just above that 773. We noticed that this morning when we looked at this stock, so all these level are just above here. So now I'm gonna look at 773. So if the 763 does not break, so this was our original level here, 765. Well, we thought this would be resistance. Well, it sort of is, but it will break through that one right in a few minutes, I think. And then your next level is 772 and then 817. So you really need some kind of a pullback, some kind of fee-web play here in order to have room enough to play OCGN. That's what I think, that's what I would do. So let's look at some stocks that we just that we talked about this morning in the Early Bird Show. Some of the favorites, I'm not going to talk about them all. There were a lot of stocks like these. Like Kim. So a lot of these rebound stocks this are trying to rebound. So this is one. WU is one. XP is another stock that's trying to break this 46.72 level. So 45.31, 46.72, and 47.90 are the levels here. OCGN we just saw. Cloth. A lot of trouble here for Cloth, but you need some strength in this one. At least I want to see some strength in this one before I trade this. So it needs to be above this 12 level. And then I might just trade it to the upside, but does not look very strong right now. This is a CTXR. Didn't discuss this one on the pre-market show, I think, because look at this move. So this is a price action play. CTXR is a price action play. There are no levels to be seen here, so you want to play this one on strength, so stay above this this high here, which is 436. So anything above 436, you want to see this one keep going if you're long bias, and it can go if it goes well. Normally you would expect after days of this that it really is overbought, and it is. So you can see that right here now on the RSI 14, the Willis RSI 14. In its 90s here, so what you would expect normally from this one is something like this to happen. But yeah, you never know. A lot of people will think that something like this will go on right now. People who are in from here will take profits. People who see this and who see this will think, okay, we have to short this. I don't even know if it's shortable or if it's hard to borrow or whatever, but CTXR is really something that you can take a look at today. This is F-cell, really struggling here, but this is what we were hoping for. So this move to the upside, so then this will be some kind of bounce here, but in post market this is all choppy, so have to wait till markets open for F-cell. CLF, nice trend line here, but also a lot of resistance and support lines here, so really looking for something above 2105, and then you can play this one all the way to 2160. That's a 60-cent win, and then above 60 there's a lot of room to 2252 for CLF. AL, we want to see this bound also continuing, but here, this is what you're seeing here is a lot of resistance here with these moving averages. So first you want to see this 2254 breaking, and then still a lot to do to get there, but AL can be strong. This is CCL, also a nice trend trade here from on a daily, and trying to get above these resistance levels here right now. So anything above 29.19 is great. But we said this morning that CCL has this habit to fall down during opening. It just might all the way fall to this 28.31 level, or maybe even to 27.91, which seems a long way off right now, but it's just the stock that can do that. And it's approaching now its 70 level here on the, oh, that's on the 1 minute. That's, you cannot trust that. So. No, on the daily you're okay. On the daily you're okay with this one. So a nice move up from first the pullback and then the move up. That's what I'm looking for in CCL. So I want this to fall down to 28.30, 31-ish, and then just the bounce to the upside, or even to 27.91, and then the bounce to the upside. That's how I look at CCL right now. FCX, nothing there, nothing new at least. Las Vegas Sands. really price action is in play here because it's difficult to see this move like we discussed this morning. So gave this is opening 55.02, gave $1.50 back already with no volume whatsoever. So this is something that we have to reconsider now. If it falls back any further, then this might just be a level here. This low here is, let's look at the hourly. This low here is 53, and this is 53. Oh yeah. $53. That's the level. If it gets any lower than that, then it's a lost cause. Maybe you can consider this 52.80, but I'd rather use that as a stop loss. So get in here, set your limit order here at 53.01 if you really believe in this one, and then your stop at 52.81. And then you might just play this one to the upside, because then there's a lot of room here to this 54.62, and even if it gets through that, then 55.61 might be something that you want to look at. Same thing for Moss, 29.57, 30.50, 31.12, 32.41. No real changes there, but well, this is something that 31.30, not with a lot of volume, but 31.30 is the level here for Moss. That's a new level. It's just a little bit higher than what we saw this morning. And then the other levels here, this is just far away from where it's now, so I don't think that we'll get there today. But a pullback to 30.50 would be nice, and then trade it back up, or a break over 31.30 would be nice, and then trade it to this level 32.41. NUE, nothing changed. HPQ, nothing changed. So if you want to see those, then you can just look at these levels: HPQ 28.73, 29.39, 29.54, TGX 63, 26, 64, 97, and WY 33, 42, 34, 61 are the levels. Hey, David Bela. Didn't see you earlier, sorry. Wired. This looks impressive, but there's no volume here, so don't get carried away by that. So Wired, this is interesting to see, because it's now, so do you see this here? This is the low of its opening here. Just let me have a look at this, what this is exactly. So the low here is 820. And that's interesting because that's the low of the day on opening day. Just having a little bit of trouble in determining if that's the real low, because this is such a small, no, this is not 820. The low here is 9. So this is not the good line here. This is, let's say 9. And if a stock is approaching something like something like that on the, you can see the monthly here right now for this stock. But when it's approaching or in the neighborhood of its opening price, then you always want to see if it can regain some strength here. But try to get above that. It's not the opening price, I think, but the low of the day when this price was IPO, the stock was IPO'd. So this looks like a double top to me. And normally that's a sign that it will go down eventually. So this high here is 950 and this high here is 950. So it's a real double top. So if you play this on the long side, then you have the odds against you right now. So down, trying to get up here, double topping, and then this big move yesterday. Almost $1, and now this is happening now. So I would not be on the long side of fiat. Really not. I won't play this today as a day trade. If you want to play this one, then what you have to see is that there will be this low here will be the last low. So if you look at this in a positive way, then you can say, okay, this was a low and then got up here all the way to this point. So then this was a high compared to this high, and then got down here, and then this low is higher than this low. So I'm trying to see some kind of a wave in this one, just not trade that nice. So, or this low is lower than this low, so this is a higher low still. So if you're thinking, okay, so what you want to see, if you want to see this in the stock, something like this happening, so you want to see something like this happening. Can you see that, or do you need another color? I think you need another color. Let's make it purple. This is what you want to see in a So it's going up, going down a little bit, and going up again, going down a little bit. This is how a stock moves that goes up. if you want to draw it perfect. So this is what you want to see. And then, so this is a low here, and then gets up here and then gets down again, gets up here and gets down again, gets up here and gets down again. So what you now have to determine if this is really this low, the low of this move, and then it will get back up again. That's what you want to see. And there is no sign of reversal just yet here. If you see, if you look at these candles here, this is the daily, of course, but if you look at those candles here, they are red candles, but these are, let us say, more bullish candles than this candle. So this is just price rejection here and going down further, and this is telling you it wants to go up, tried to go up, but didn't get there. Wants to go up, tried to get up, didn't get there. Wants to go up, and finally got up, but didn't stay there. So in order to trade this one to the upside, if you want to do that, then you really have to be sure that this is the next higher low. And if you see this, so this low here is higher than this low here. And this low here, this low here. So this low here is higher than this low. So you need this low here to be higher than this low in order to stay bullish on this one. So that's how you can look at this chart here if you want to be bullish and if you want to trade this one to the upside. If you are really, if you are drawings, you also can be bearish on this one and then maybe short this under this level here. And then there's room till this 200 SME right here. It's at 750. So you can also short this one and then short it under this level, because then it's really weak. And this would be some kind of support that you have to get over, this low here. So you can short this one also, and then you can if it's weak, then it might just fall all the way back to this 200 moving average that you've got here. So for the upside, you need some strength in this one first. So candles like these in order to be more bullish on it. So anything else going on? Just gonna watch what's happening now. These are still the same. Well, mostly are VTVT. That's a different name. Whoa. Didn't see that one till now. Okay, I'm going to put that on the watch list too. VTV is trying to get up there and is succeeding. So this was Bosch Trading today. Thanks for that. And it's 5 minutes past 8 now Eastern time. It's 5 minutes past 2 in Amsterdam. So if you're going to trade today, please be sure that you trade safely. And if you want to see the show tomorrow, then I have to disappoint you. There's no show tomorrow, but there will be a show on Thursday. So I'm back Thursday at 4 a.m. Eastern time and at 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. Safe trading, and see you all on Thursday.